Hello students, today we are going to learn a new chapter number 3, Cultural Heritage of India, Sculpture and Architecture. As you know, India is famous for its rich cultural heritage. The art of sculpture and architecture has also brought a unique identity to India. So first of all, you are going to learn the definition of sculpture. So what is sculpture? Sculpture means to carve the feeling on stone, wood or on metal with hammer and chisel. This means a sculptor who makes sculpture. He carves his feelings on stone, on wood or on metal with the help of hammer and chisel. So this is a definition of sculpture. Another definition of sculpture is the art of shaping figures or design, मेकिंग फिगर्स और डिज़ाइन विथ फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन मीन्स कोई भी मूर्ति बनाना इन राउंड और इन अ रिलीफ यानी वॉट एवर इज़ अ प्लेस प्रोफेशनली ही इज़ अ प्रोफेशनली स्कल्प्टर and the two things are used, that is chisel and hammer. So the main words in the definition of sculpture is to carve the filling on stone, wood or on metal using hammer and chisel. Next one, architecture. Simple meaning of architecture means art of construction. This is used in fill in the blanks. What is the simple meaning of architecture? It means art of construction. So the word of Vastu, it is used in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, architecture is known as Vastu. So what is the definition of architecture? Art of constructing building, houses, towns, well, forts, minaret, temple, mosque, tomb. So the construction of all these things, it is known as architecture. For example, if you wanted to construct a house, so you have to make a plan, and that plan in which you will make a drawing, that is known as architecture. And in this architecture, the skill of architect is seen. For example, if you see Red Fort, Taj Mahal, so behind making these things there is a skill, that is there is an architect. That architect has make a sketch, and then only we have got a wonderful monuments. So this is a definition of architecture, that is constructing temple, forts, minarets, temple, mosque, tombs, in which the skill of architecture is seen. The word skill of architecture is very important. Next, ancient Indian town planning. Many times a short note is asked regarding ancient Indian town planning. So India is expertise in the town planning. Many towns have been found out after archaeological excavation. So in ancient Indian town planning, how many parts the towns are divided? The town is divided into three sections. One is fort for rulers, that is citadel. Second is house for administrative officers, means officers who are working, that is on the upper part of the town. And third one is for the common people, situated on the lower part of it. So how many parts the town is divided? The town is divided into three parts. One is for ruler, second is for administrative officers, and third is for the common people. Next, the third one is for the common people. It is situated on the lower part of the town. Again it is explained, that is fort of rulers. It was constructed on upper part of the town because upper part of the town is safe, and it was having houses with 2 or 3 rooms, whereas lower part of the house, it was mainly with handmade bricks because it was used for the common people. People of Indus Valley civilization has developed many more beautiful such kind of towns, and which you can see Mohenjo-daro and Harappa is the best. So short note on Mohenjo-daro. In 1922, the sketch is there in your textbook also, town planning of Mohenjo-daro. So in 1992, archaeologist named Rakhal Das Banerjee, he is an important person, and Dayaram Sahani, They both found out remains of huge town planning during excavation work under the guidance of Sir John Marshall and Colonel Mackay. So here, who are the archaeologists? Rakhaldas Banerjee and Dayaram Sahni. And under whose guidance this work was done? It was done under the guidance of Sir John Marshall and Colonel Mackay in Larkhan district, which is now in Pakistan.